How was what? All we did, actually, now that I think about it, all me and Raina did yesterday was dig Randy out the trash. And played zombie tag. That was an experience and a half, wasn't it? Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Higurashi, When They Cry. Ho, chapter 1. I've forgotten its name again, god fucking damn it. Anyway, last time, well I've already reeled that one off, and this time I guess we're just back to school again. It's just what kids do. It's a sad fact to life. Actually, I say that before we start. I have to flash back to me like 5 seconds ago to read out some, I think I'm gonna call them tips. I don't know if that's what they're called or whether I'm just still in Steins Gate mode. Anyway, back to me in the past. Oh yeah, we only have one tip to read, don't we, this time? I mean, you just love to throw me off, just like this music goddamn does every time. I feel like we're a bit late to be having this conversation. So what kind of name is Raina? Do you know where she is, Keiichi? Huh? She was just there, actually. Hey, Mion. Where did Raina go? Raina? Didn't she go to the washroom? She did say that she's been having bowel troubles lately. Just what I wanted to know, thanks, Mion. I hadn't heard anything about that. Do you know where Raina went? Raina-san, you say? I just passed her in the hallway. Raina-san has class duties today, so she's off to water the flower bed. It was Raina's turn for class duty. It sounds like a drag. Raina. Upon hearing it repeated, a thought came to my mind. It's rude to say this about someone's name, but what a weird name. It was like some foreigner's name. What kind of name is Raina, I wonder? What kind of kanji does her name use? Raina's her nickname. She has a proper name as well. What? Really? I was sure that Raina Ryugyu was her actual name. Well, I can understand you making that mistake since we only ever call her Raina-san. She even signs her name as Raina. I read that sigh. It's just like, Raina. It's like a real name in school. I wonder what her real name is. Let's ask her when she comes back. Sakoto and Rika-chan looked at each other. You don't need to ask her. We'll tell you what it is. It's Ray from Ore and the Na from Nara. Her real name is Raina Ryugyu. So she drops the I out of it. Okay. Raina, is it? So it's read out as Raina instead of Raina. That's not confusing in any way, shape, or form. That's a pretty interesting reading. No, that's not it. Raina is the correct way. Raina-san has told us she wants us to call her Raina. So we call her Raina-san. Kei-chan. Raina is Raina, and you know? All the strangers call her Raina. You get where this is going? I understood what Mion was saying. It didn't matter what her real name was. Only what names we used between us. Raina Ryugyu is Raina. She's nobody other than that. So I was thinking, if I had a nickname, would you call me by that? If it's good. So, what do you want to be called? Con man, fucking hell. It's a lie. I don't even get a response. Jesus, that's how bad it was, Keiichi. Reina then came back into the classroom. One of the juniors near the door told Reina people were looking for her.
What's this now? Who's looking for me, I wonder? I wonder.
Seeing that, both Mion and I sneered. Bailiff! Ryugyu doth show herself!
Con man, you're quite sinister. What is this? What is this? Kichiko, Michan are an evil bailiff and... a con man?
What the f... Give me a minute. I need to run up to that one. Reina Nosuke. Okay, that's the one. Damn you, Reina Nosuke Ryugyu! Today doth be when thou meeteth thy maker. Have at thee!
Shut them up for! Aye aye, sir! I expect my fees to be paid into my Swiss bank account.
I'm starting to think Rika's really the evil one here. Who else has a fucking Swiss bank account other than people that are up to no good? Since it's come to this, we have no choice. We'll just have a grand battle with 5 people. Reina's fierce punches exploded just as soon as she'd shown her seal. The evil that was Mion and myself was vanquished in the end. I do hope that Reina goes on a journey to make the world a better place. How about heading to Parliament first?
Spare me. I'll get cute stuff on my travels.
The toll of the bell signaled that break time was over.
Come on, Mei-chan. The teacher's coming.
I took Reina's hand and stood up. It was just as the teacher had entered the classroom. Just one more hour. Man, oh man. Gotta buckle down for one more. It's good to know that Reina can nearly murder a man. I don't like my odds of survival. Anyway, back to me in the future. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't giggle at Reina's expense. Because she will probably end you. Anyway. Back to whatever the hell's going on here.
So, how was it, Kei-chan? So, you went to Reina-san's house. Wasn't it amazing? It's nothing like that, right? Right?
Unlike my house, the Ryugyu residence wasn't newly constructed. It had been renovated from a pre-existing building. Well, the house itself was fine. The problem was the yard. It was crammed with rows upon rows of oddities. They were all the same as Colonel Randy, stuff you'd see walking about in town. The cake shop's mascot, Little Licky. I don't like that name. The Toldemon? Todolmon? Toadolmon? I don't know. The Toadolmon in front of the pharmacy. She even had the amazing flying elephant from the top of the department store. I'll agree with you that those are cute. But why the mailbox? Would you get in trouble for that one? So cute! She must have just thought about it because her face filled with delight.
出かけりゃいいのか。
So it's the bigger the better.
出かけりゃ。
Just as long as it's big.
で、お部屋には小さいもの
And
が
her room
ぐっちゃりと
displays the
陳列して
smaller
ありますの。前に拝見したことが
I
あ
had
る
a
と
chance
思い
to
ます
see
が
them before.
で、リカちゃんみたいな可愛い子は。
And cute kids like Rika-chan are locked away in the basement.
うんうん、なんでもしまっちゃうよ。
I'll keep anything.
はー
Cute.
So she takes back anything she likes back to her nest. No ill will intended.
なあ、レナ。
Hey, Reina,
ニューヨークに。
you know about the Statue of Liberty in New York, right?
あれ、可愛
Is
い
that
か。
cute?
かわいいよ。
Cute.
欲しいよ。
I want it.
The US should probably come up with some countermeasures ASAP. If not, the Statue of Liberty really will take a trip to Hinamizawa in the not so distant future.
お待たせしましたです。
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Sorry about that, I just needed to check everything was still running smoothly. Rika-chan had returned.
職員室に呼ばれるなんて。
No
面白
fun
くない
being
よ
called to the staff room.
な。なんかやったのか。
Did you do something?
失礼な。
How
リカは
rude.
ケイチさんのような
Rick wasn't a
違う
hoodlum
で
like
ございます
Keiichi-san.
違うよ、ケイチ君。
Nothing like that, Keiichi-kun.
リカちゃんはお祭りの
Ricky-chan is
実
the
行
member
委
of
員
the
さんな
festival
の。
committee.
She is the most dependable one here.
祭り。
Festival?
学校の文化祭かなんか
The
の。
school cultural festival or something?
ケイちゃん、ケイちゃん。
Kei-chan, Kei-chan, I already told you.
村祭りだよ
It's。the village festival.
綿流しの
Watanagashi.
Oh, come to think of it, she did say there'd be a festival at the shrine during the next break.
その綿流しって
So,
何なんだ。
what's this Watanagashi thing about? That's me. That was basically me asking about Higurashi. So, what is this Watanagashi?
灯籠流しみたいなもんか。
Is it like a floating lantern festival?
最後に沢に流すってとこだけは同じ
I guess the last part where you set things adrift in the river is similar.
傷んで使えなくなったお布団
Except
とか
we
と
use
出なか
common
ったのね
things like worn-out futons and padded cloaks.
I know futons are different in Japan than they are everywhere else. But I can't help but think of someone dumping like a fold-up sofa into a fucking thing, expecting it to float down river. Oh god.
ご苦労様って感謝して
It's a festival
声を
expressing
しながら
thanks
沢に
for
流すお
their
祭りなの
years of service.
What, the river? The people living in Hinamizawa dump their futons and padded cloaks in a stream? Sounds like it'd be a lot of trouble if it backed up the current. Maybe they should just drop some fish in and have a fish wrangling competition. Skewer them, sprinkle a little salt. Oh man, I can smell it already.
それじゃあサマーキャンプ
That's
です
just summer camp.
ケイチさんって意外
I
に
never
想像
anticipated
力
how
抜群でございますよ
destitute
ね
Keiichi-san's imaginative capabilities would actually be.
なんで俺がくだらん。
How can you tell I was thinking of something silly?
表情に出てましたです
It was written all over your face.
What sort of face could express what I was imagining just now? Reina demonstrated for me. I see. No argument here.
It's nothing fun like that, you see.
楽しみにしてりゃいいじゃん
You should still look forward to it.
みんなで行こう
Let's all go together.
当日は迎えに行く
I'll
か
come
らね
get you that day.
I don't really feel like going to festivals unless someone asks me to. I wouldn't get bored if these guys were going.
退屈どころか
You won't get bored.
今年もやるぜ
We're doing it again this year.
Mion's proclamation came as she looked at each member in turn. What was all this about? From the way Mion looked, it was probably...
若部の夏の風物詩
Our club's summer tradition.
綿流し祭
The Watanagashi 4-demon firefight.
Come again.
センスね
That sounds awful.
なんだよそ
What kind of name is that?
レナは可愛い名前だと思う
I think it's a cute name, though.
I tried to object sharply, but since Reina looked happy about it, I decided it was pointless to fight it.
ケイイチもいますから今年は
Since
五
Keiichi's
長
here
爆
this
投に
year,
な
it
りますで
becomes
す
5 demons.
Rika-chan made a small correction in light of my presence.
でこの行々しいネーミングの部活動と
How does this funky sounding club activity tie into the festival? Yep, I knew there was a reason I didn't like you. It's that laugh. That laugh in particular. It's the hallmark of one of the worst anime stereotypes to grace this earth. And I say that as a man that likes yanderes.
日頃部活動
This is where you exhibit your skills you've nurtured through your daily club activities.
その通り
Exactly.
日々の厳しい
We show the full extent of the abilities that to the best of the best we've obtained through the daily trials and tribulations.
So we exist?
でも去年は村長さんに怒ら
Last
れ
year,
たし
May got angry.
今年は迷惑を
So
か
we
け
need to
な
make
いよ
sure
う
not
に
to cause any problems this time.
つまり露店
So
巡りをしなが
basically,
ら
we're
部
doing
活
club
動を
activities
する
while
わけ
checking out the
です
stalls.
Rika-chan really is the only one who explains things so they make sense. I see. So we'll be exhibiting on those busy festival grounds. Reina was right. Of course there'd be a reason for the mayor to get angry.
でも楽しいだ
But
よ
it's a lot of fun.
That was the only point I didn't doubt. It would be, without a question, fun. The day of the festival was drawing near.
じゃそれはそれとして
Well, putting that aside for now,
今日も始めようかね
let's start our club activities today.
次は
Any objections?
なーし
No. Our voices rang out in unison.
やっぱり人数が多いときはトランプが一
When
番の
there's a
王
lot
道
of
だよ
people,
ね
card games are really the easiest to play.
まさにこれぞテーブルゲーム
This really is the most basic of table games.
また乾杯トランプか
Playing with the marked deck again.
今日は新品
We'll use a new one today.
傷はないから本当
There
に
are no
条
marks
件
on
は
the cards, so we're on equal footing.
本当でございましょうね
I wonder if that really is the case.
そのカード
I will have to
改めさせて
inspect
もらいますわ
Well, that was fair. Just to be safe, everyone checked the cards.
これなら大丈夫だよ
Yeah, these seem to be fine.
みんな納得した
Are you all satisfied?
じゃあ今日はね
And today, I guess, we'll play president. That's good
5
for
人
5
って人
people.
数もいい感じでしょ
Another standard card game. I'm pretty sure I have played this one. It was on 51 Clubhouse Games or whatever it was called for Switch. I have played it, but the rules are confusing for me to explain, so... First one to get rid of other cards wins. The basic rule, play a better card than the one before. Yeah, and if you play, like, the Joker or something, you cause a revolution. Or some shit like that. I can't remember. You can play straights and pairs. There are various techniques that improve the game, like reversals. It's such a well-known game, and there are a lot of house rules for it as well. The name, for example. In my hometown, we called it Millionaire.
一応細部を確認しとくぜ
I'd like to go over some details.
ジョーカーはオールマイト
The Joker's wild.
3は3枚でも革命可
Can
能
you make a
か
reversal with 3 threes? That was the rule that was on the Switch. You put like 3 threes down and you caused revolution.
ジョーカーはなし
No jokers.
2が最強
2 is the highest.
革命返しはあり
You can reverse a reversal.
3でも4枚なきゃ革命
You can only make a reversal with 4 of a kind, not 3.
あとねゲーム開始時に
Also,
貧民がいいカードを
You know how a
買
peasant
おうするって
sends
ルー
the
ルが
good
ある
card
でし
to the
ょ
president?
あれはなしなの
None of that.
While I was confirming the familiar rules, Sakoto looked over at me cautiously. I probably should have tried to look a little more of an amateur. I was pretty used to this game. It's President, and it's with a new deck. Today, I might be able to win. I had the gist of the rules now. But that wasn't everything, was it?
So, what shall today's penalty be? About that, why don't we all write something down on slips of paper and have the loser draw one?
Oh, that seemed like it could be interesting.
I'll write a nasty one and have Keiichi-san draw it.
It would be awful if you were a bad one and drew it yourself.
負けなきゃいいって
Just don't lose.
Don't you know best?
Mion handed out several slips of paper toward everybody.
And write down whatever and put it into this bag. When you lose, stick your hand inside and pick one out.
Now then, what would be a good penalty? Worst case scenario, you draw what you wrote. Something too dense would be like digging your own grave.
No penalty.
Let's forbid that kind of idea from being written down.
Rika-chan's casual suggestion made Mion's hand lurch to a halt.
That's so sneaky, Mion-san. She wrote no penalty on the...
On the corner. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, that don't make sense.
She wrote no penalty in the corner the slip is folded.
I see. Just in case you lost, you grab the note with the folded corner and you'd be safe. That was a good idea. Diabolical as ever, Mion. Rika-chan's quite formidable too, being able to see through that. I couldn't underestimate her, even though she doesn't stand out.
Don't write penalties that are too mean, okay?
Nobody agreed to Reina's proposal. Everyone was ruthless.
大丈夫だよレナ
It's fine, Reina.
負けなきゃいいんだ
Just don't lose.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll try also for us to pick the penalty I write.
Reina was quite brutal, even though she usually appeared meek. Better not underestimate her either.
I agree with that. I'm very curious as to what Reina's penalty is in particular. Everyone's penalties are scary.
I still didn't know what Rika-chan's penalties would be like.
Basically, you can't afford to lose this game. Everybody here ready?
We all nodded determinedly. Having confirmed that, Mion dealt out the deck. Finally, the battle begins. I had a decent starting hand, and some funky music to go with. Card after card was played in the middle. Not needing Mion to tell them, both Rika and Sakoto played their cards without hesitation. Reina and I were the only ones who paused to think. It seemed that Reina genuinely couldn't make up her mind, but I was different. I was like a shark stalking its prey, just waiting for the right time to strike.
あれ
Huh?
これ通るのかよ
Will this work?
じゃあ3出して上がりだぜ
Then I'll play this 3 and I'm out!
9? Nobody? 8? 7? I'm out! 5 and 5. I'm out. Then I'll discard the last one and I'm out. I missed my chance.
The loser of the first round was, of all people, Mion. And now I was certain. Today, I could win!
Now then.
みーちゃん、この中
Michan,
で
pull up
一番
under
いい
the
んだよ
slips,
ね
okay?
Mion, accepting her defeat, scrounged around inside the bag and pulled out one piece of paper.
What? Who did this? Who wrote this?
Mion quivered and shrieked.
どうなの
What is it?
どうなの
What is it?
Reina was also surprised when she peeked at it. What kind of terrible thing was written on it? Pet the principal on the head.
ちょっと待て。
Hey, wait.
これがどうやばい？
How is this bad?
圭一さんは気づきませんね
Keiichi-san, do you not understand?
校長先生は頭髪が薄
The
いこと
principal
が
was ashamed of his thinning hair.
Sakoto yelled with a serious look on her face. But she wasn't as loud as Mion's shriek. What could it be?
校長先生は武道の達人
Principal's
な
a
のです
martial arts master.
若い頃は世界を修行して
He
た
boasts about traveling around the world, perfecting his skills when he was younger.
戦後の日本の教育の
He
乱れを
switched
受
to
けて
teaching
教
you
育
to see
費
the
の
post state of
をしたんだ
education in
って
Japan after the war.
He was inhuman. Pet that guy's head?
部長の私が模範を示さないわ
As
け
the
にはい
club
かない
president, there's no way I can set a bad example by refusing. Ah!
She bellowed out a yell and dashed off down the hallway.
静かにこっそり行って穏便に済ます方が有利じゃな
Wouldn't
い
it
の
have
か
been easier to sneak out quietly and try to do it without making a fuss?
多分無理だよ
Probably impossible.
だって気配で
They
ア
say
メフ
you
ラ
used
シ
to
が
hunt
探
sea
せるっ
slugs
て言っ
just by
てた
sensing
し
their presence.
How, though? I could do nothing but wait in bated breath. In with shut up. I can read. That's not good. A rumble shook the classroom.
校長先生超奥義発
The
動です
principal's special launcher move has just started.
Okay. I think Mion's dead, guys. I think Mion just perished. Well, at least now we can actually hold the 4 demons special or whatever it was called. Following the launcher with a jab-jag strong fierce combo. He's even using meter. I was like, isn't that a fighting move reference? Yeah, that's just fucking Street Fighter.
ジークンドーだな。
From how it sounded. The principal's jumping fierce sounds like a multi-hit combo.
知らないよ
I don't wanna know.
食らいたくない
I don't wanna know.
Nothing I could do now except stay calm. I understood now why there were no delinquents at this school. After a few moments of silence, Mion slumped back to us.
撫でたこれで
Petted.
いい
Is that good enough?
Mion said before collapsing.
とりあえず生きてますわね
She's alive at least.
ゲーム続行は可能で
Now
ご
we
ざい
can
ます
continue the game.
鬼
Monster.
I was amazed the person who made the club activities like these could say that.
でも
But now,
これで一番おっ
the
かない
worst
罰
penalty
ゲーム
is
だ
gone
っ
now,
たね
right? Right?
Reina tried to lighten the mood and was only met with Mion's malicious grin. She was serious now.
もう手加減しない
I'm not holding back anymore. You'll all get yours!
The pace of the game became bizarrely quick. I could tell that the game had gotten more intense.
Ace, 3, 4, 5, I'm out!
これで僕も上がりますです
I'm out as well.
俺も上がらせてもらう
I'm out too.
上がりですの
I am now out!
負けちゃったよ
I lost! And the heavens chose to vanquish Reina.
どんな罰ゲームだろう
What kind of penalty, I wonder? What kind of penalty, I wonder?
It wasn't exactly hard for her to be worried. Just thinking of the level of difficulty of Mayon's first penalty still made me quiver. And so, the penalty she drew with trembling fingers was... The heck was this? Speak like a maid?
何これ
What's this?
これってどうすればいいの
This one. What do I need to do?
ってことはつまりそういう口調で喋れというこ
So
とではございませんか
basically, it means you have to use the same expressions as the maid.
はいご主人様
Master.
Here we go with this shit. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I had no idea who wrote that penalty, but she was awesome.
じゃあレナカードを集めて
Then Reina,
みんなに配って
can
くれ
you
るかな
shuffle the cards and deal?
はいご主人様
Yes, Master.
I could just die right now.
とにかく
Anyway,
ゲームを
let's
そうし
continue.
ようなあレナ
Right, Reina?
はいご主人様
Yes, Master.
The eagerness to which I was goading Reina into addressing me as master was downright impressive, if I do say so myself.
Yeah!
もう負けない
I
よ
won't lose anymore. I'm out.
私も絶
I
対
shan't
負けられ
lose
ないで
either.
ございますのよ上がりましたです
I'm out.
ならこれで俺も
And with
上
that,
がりだ
I'm out too!
I can't believe it.
またレナの負けでご
Is
ざ
it
いま
Reina's
す
loss again?
Reina again. What kind of penalty would it be this time? I was delighted by the mysterious sense of anticipation. Anticipation? No, this was conviction. Remove one item of clothing from the top and bottom halves of your body. Which pervert wrote this? Or do I not even need to ask?
それはまずいだろ
That's just indecent!
誰だよこんなの書いた
Who would have written this? My face reddened in anger. If I didn't yell something out, I wouldn't be able to hide my shaking. Who did write that? God, please give them a Nobel Prize.
きっとノーベルスケベ賞です
That would be an ignoble prize.
Not good, not good. What was I thinking about? What was I thinking about what was written on my face?
みーちゃん
Michan.
Reina begged Mion with teary eyes, but everyone knew Mion's answer already.
はいはい
Nope,
前
nope.
ない前ない
Won't go easy on you.
負けたら潔い
You lost, so take it like a man.
わかりましたご主人
Master.
様
I'll
い
undress.
ます
This went a place I was not expecting. What? I looked around, thinking somebody else would probably stop her. Of course, I wasn't exactly trying to stop her either. Then I heard the rustling of clothing. The sound of her skirt hitting the ground sent my heart racing.
これでよろしいでしょうか
Fine.
ご主人様
I looked away like a gentleman. But these are club activities. You need to be ruthless after all.
なんだ
So we do PE in our underwear. Good to know.
ケイチさん何を期待してます
Casey-san, whatever were you expecting?
下に体操服着てなかったらさすがに脱げませんわ
Certainly we would not have her strip if she weren't wearing her PE clothes underneath.
Sakoto poked fun at me, but right now I can't hear it.
ケイちゃんもやるね
Yes, yes, I'm a rampant pervert, I know.
Not bad, Kei-chan.
こっちの方向で攻めてくるとはおじさん
This old man never thought you'd even go up. Never even thought you'd go after her like that.
違うこれ
You've got it wrong, I didn't write that!
ご主人様が書いたんじゃないんですか
This one?
Her squirming around in her PE clothes made it impossible for me not to feel anything. Calm down, Keiichi Maibara. Mion probably wrote that one and planned to go after me as I panicked. You can't fall for her trap knowing that it's a trap. Clear your head. Calm down and assess the situation. I was determined to think my way out of this. And the answer was quite simple. I win! Then I became a god. I, who had already entered into the domain of godhood, would dare stand in my way? It was like they were pulled to me magnetically. I was picking up aces and twos like nobody's business.
なんでこんなにカード運が
How
悪
come
い
I
でご
look
ざい
at the
ます
trophy so bad?
サトコの負けだな
Sakoto lost, right?
引くぞ
I'll draw the penalty.
妹口調で喋る
Speak like a little sister!
はいお兄ちゃん
Fine, Oni-chan.
Yes! Oh, the pleasure of making this brat disgrace herself. Am I winning? Is this what winning feels like?
またおじさんの
Ah, this old man loses again.
ミオンの負けだな
Mion's lost, right?
引くぞ
I'll draw it out.
女子スクール水着に着替える
Wear a girl's swimsuit? Wow, we actually got an English no from Mion.
ケイちゃんに聞かせて
That's the one I wanted Kei-chan to get.
Yes! Mion's despair was like sweet honey.
ご主人様
I lost again.
I am doing surprisingly well for myself tonight. Something horrific's going to happen, isn't it?
レナの負けだな
Reina lost?
引くぞ
I'll draw it for you.
1位に膝枕
Let the person in first place rest their head on your lap.
この格好でですかご主人様
Yeah! She's not wearing a skirt, so it's her bare legs. My god, I really am a rampant perv, aren't I? Wait a minute. We didn't establish who was first. That could have been someone else. I'm just saying.
お兄ちゃん強すぎです
Oni-chan, you're too good.
サトコの負けだな
Sakoto lost again.
引くぞ
I'll draw.
1位にご奉仕
Obey the person in first place? Am I just making these up? I feel like I'm just like, since apparently I'm doing the one doing all the pulling, I'm just making this shit up.
肩でも揉んでもらおっかな
How about I have you give me a shoulder massage?
はいお兄ちゃん
If she can fucking reach.
Fine, Oni-chan.
ほらもっと奥
Come on, do it a bit harder.
爪立てんじゃね
Don't use your nails! Why am I laughing? Am I a masochist? Dumb question, I joined this club. I transformed into an evil dictator and couldn't be doing any better. It felt like I could control how the cards would play that with my mind, and even decided what suits would appear just by willing it. By the time I realized it, I'd already assembled a harem. Harem? Fucking hell me. I was laughing haughtily as I rested my head on Reina, who was now a bloomer-clad maid. Misread that as boomer. Thanks, internet. Sakoto was wearing a collar and had taken on her little sister properties. That's a bit fucking weird. The little sister thing? Still a bit weird. The collar? I draw the line. Mion was fanning me while wearing a swimsuit.
Today's master's overwhelming victory, isn't it? Please refrain from moving your head around so much.
I began to think. Why does man have no end to his desires? How could I wish for more than this palace of dreams?
What is it, Keiichi?
どうして人の欲望には限りがないの
I'm saddened by the thought of a man having no end to his desires. That was it. Rika-chan hadn't been in first place, but she continued to escape being last.
Keiichi's quite greedy. It says you should know when enough is enough.
十分理解してるよ
I know that very well.
なんて言うのかな
But how to say it?
もう死んでもいいって
I feel I wouldn't mind if I died right now.
Master, please refrain from moving your head around.
You say you wouldn't mind dying. That can be arranged.
Rika-chan said it in her usual calm manner with a cheery tone. This was undoubtedly a declaration of war.
Go, Rika-chan! Go! Take it out!
We're just gonna ignore this. This is a thing that's happening apparently.
Defeat this arch evil of perversion!
I
might not be able to win, but I'll beat him.
Such stoicism from this little girl who's always hidden away in Sakoto's shadow. It would probably be rude not to meet her head on. I shall face you myself, little one. I saw Mion swap a few cards with Rika-chan in the middle of the game, but pretended I didn't see it. Do you believe you can defeat Keiichi-sama with just that?
2.
Ace.
Ace, ace.
8888
8888.
革命しますです
Everybody looked over at me. I was still brimming with confidence. The four of them have allied against me. That's it. You're making me laugh.
ありだったよな
That was good.
革命返し
Reversal! What?
そんなバカなこと
How
が
could such a thing be?
Sakoto let out a shriek. You simpletons! Using up all her cards before calling the reversal left Rika-chan with no good cards! She was defeated soon after.
僕の負けです
I lost.
ついに我が軍
Finally, you fall into my clutches!
さあ一
Now I'll pick one out! Huh? Where Catty is a bell collar and a tail. Okay, this one I can get behind. Even the penalties were as I wished. Rika-chan hung her head and equipped the 3 holy artifacts. It's questionable as to why such things were in Mion's locker, but since I had no objections, I didn't ask. Oh? This was so... Yeah, how? Felt like I'd become Reina. This was definitely cute.
Cute, isn't it? Isn't it? I want to take her home.
That wasn't me talking. That was the actual Reina.
Me.
Oh god, why? As Rika-chan mimicked a cat, teary-eyed, rings of smoke escaped from Reina's ears with an audible poof.
Rika-chan, must take home. Taking her home. Just for a while. I won't do anything strange. Nothing strange.
I see! I still have one trick left.
Mion gasped and dropped her fist into an open palm.
レナがどうしてもって言うなら、僕はお持ち帰りされちゃうです。
She can take me home.
レナさんにケイチさんが倒
After Reina-san beats Keiichi-san, she can!
They thought that Reina in cute mode would be able to defeat me. Would it be that easy? Opposing me was the same as opposing God. I'll teach them their place. How preposterous! That Reina can't defeat me. For a moment I didn't know what was going on. The 52 cards danced and flowed freely between Reina's hands like the machinations of a master magician. In the middle of those flowing cards was Reina's ecstatic expression, her head bobbing around.
Shall we, Keiichi-kun? Hurry, hurry!
My whole body knew it already. I was going to lose.
No play!
出ないのケイちゃん。
Nothing to play, Kei-chan!
ならこれで。
And with this, I'm out!
Everybody cheered. I was spent.
悔いはないさ。神様、
I have no regrets.
短い夢を。サン
God, thank you for letting me dream a little.
さあ、引くで
Now then, I'll take one out.
ケイチさんの罰ゲーム。
Keiichi-san's penalty. This is it!
Everyone peeked at me in unison, gazes flicking between the text and my face.
今日一日はしゃがせてもらったからな。なんで
All
もや
day
るぜ
today I did as I pleased. I'll do whatever it is. What's on there?
全部。
All.
Huh? Every penalty until now. What? What the heck? I feel like someone cheated it for that one.
ケイチさん、言葉遣いが弟属性になっていませんでした
Keiichi-san, should you not be speaking like a little brother?
お姉ちゃん
Yes, None-chan. I don't even think I could replicate that noise. Hold on. I'm gonna take a few steps back from the mic while I try. Everyone prepare yourself. Just something like that. I don't even know. It was higher pitched though, and I don't know if I can do higher.
This is quite addicting.
あと、肩も揉んで
Next, I'll have you rub my shoulders.
ケイチ君、膝枕はいいから。
Keiichi-kun, I don't need the lap pillow, so do that other one, okay?
Yes, master. Reina, calm down.
That's so cute! Say it again! Say it again!
Please spare me, master. Reina passed out with a squeal, blood spewing from her nose like a fountain. I don't think anyone has a nose, so I'm gonna let the fucking joke slide. My dignity was being trampled more than a communal doormat.
次はおじさんだね。
Next is from this old man.
Oh
まず
god.
はのんびりとうちわで仰い
I'm
でも
gonna
らお
have you
うかな
fan me for a good long while, you know.
Whooshing intensifies.
あ、そうか。
Oh, almost forgot.
これも着ないとダメだよね。
You need to wear this, don't you?
スクール水着。
The school swimsuit.
The panic has set in for real. This is for girls! Girls, I wear one of the boys!
ここにちゃんと女子
It was clearly written here, wear a girl's swimsuit, as you see.
Sakota was like a loan shark. She's already taken the collar off and probably put it on me. Oh god. This isn't gonna end well. Actually, me trying to escape reality as fast as humanly possible was pretty adorable if I do say so myself. But whose school swimsuit am I going to wear? If I wear one of yours, you wouldn't like that, right?
あ、おじさんそういうのは全
This old man doesn't care about that kind of stuff at all.
いいじゃん役得でさ。
Think of it as a little benefit.
私スタイルすっごく
I'm not
悪い
that in
から
shape. I'm not that in shape, so I think even K-chan can fade into it.
The executioners surrounded me, wagging their fingers. No! I first thought, it's a little tight around the waist. Second thought, the chest was pretty loose. Third thought, I can't feel my balls right now.
Keiichi-kun is bending forward. Cute, cute. あとこれに猫耳と首輪と尻尾をつけて完成しますです。
ケイちゃん鏡見る。
K-chan, wanna look in the mirror?
いやマジすごいっ
It's
て。
amazing, really.
多分見といた方がいい。
Probably the best if you look.
The stern, scientific, calculating nature mixed in with her fascination made Mion fucking terrifying.
遠慮しますご主人様
I'd like to respectfully decline, Master.
これで出来上がりですわね。
Your ensemble is complete.
このままの格好で下校す
If
る
only we could send you home dressed like that.
じゃあもういいか
Then,
着替えてさ
is this enough? I'll change and... While I was saying that, Mion placed her hands on my shoulders and Rika-chan slipped up behind me without a sound.
まだです、ケイチ。
Not yet, Keiichi.
一番最初にやった罰ゲームが
There's still
残
the
ってま
first
すです。
penalty left.
この格好でか
In this get-up... Rika-chan patted my head without saying a word.
よし失礼します
Sir? Excuse me?
入りたまえ
Yes, please come in. I stepped forward into the principal's office. My bell collar jingled adorably. The principal froze solid with a smile on his face as he saw me. I couldn't blame him. In this sacred place of study, specifically in his office. Though as I said excuse me as I entered, The sight of a person entering with a school swimsuit, cat ears, collar, and tail. And for it to be a young male student. This is without a doubt, any normal person's psyche would have stopped cold. But this could be explained. We call it uncanny valley camouflage, if you will. When humans see others, they can only begin to act after confirming this is human. Meaning that if he could not comprehend what was in front of him, then in those moments before he could begin to fully process the situation, his mind was completely blank. That was my one and only chance of victory. My penalty. Rubbing the principal's head. Principal! I challenge you! What the fuck is a herc? A what? Zahazing? I don't even know. A sound echoed loudly. He went straight for the special move? The principal said one thing to me. What does it mean to be a man? And in a heartbeat, I fucking died. That tremor resounded throughout the Hinamizawan twilight. And my funeral will be held at the Watanagashi. Please remember me, Reina. Preferably for the person I am and not the dumb shit that I did. Reina was given permission to caress Rika-chan's head as much as she wanted, so they headed home together, very pleased. Once again, today, it was just Mion and I going home.
Man,
that was intense. I didn't know Kei-chan was so good a president.
No,
I was more surprised than anyone. If I was playing with guys, I wouldn't have been that strong. But still, it was pretty bad. Being carried off in a stretcher in that outfit will probably haunt me until the day I die.
But that's fine, isn't it? You were able to do something to boast about for the ages, too.
Well, when she said it like that, we both smiled at each other. Oh, we meet again, Keiichi-kun. It was Tomitake-san. It felt like I've been running into him quite often.
Hey, take any good pictures?
Well, a few. So, Tomitake-san suddenly leaned forward and whispered into my ear. You sure get around. Today you already have a different girl? It's not like that! No need to hide it. It's important to get lots of experience when you're young. Because Tomitake-san let out such a crude laugh, Mion knew what we were talking about without even hearing his whispering.
I heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake isn't doing so badly himself,
No, that wasn't my intention.
Sure. Keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya!
Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed as if Mion knew Tomitake-san quite well.
How's the air treating you, mister? Staying until the Watanagashi?
Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan to head back to Tokyo.
Being a photographer sure is easy.
早くでっかい賞を取っ
You
て
should have win
有
some
名
big
にな
award
って
and
ください
become
ね。
famous.
今期逃してまで写真
You
撮
spent
影
all
に
your
熱中
best
して
years
る
in
んだから。
photography after all.
そんなことはないと思うな。
I don't think I'm that far gone.
男は味噌
Don't they
汁
say
から
men
味
start
が出る。
developing their own unique flavors in their 30s? Fuck me, I've got some time to go before I reach there, haven't I?
味噌から味が出てどうする
What does it matter what you taste
だ
like?
ってな
That's just gross.
うんおっと。
Oh, look at the time. I need to get back to the inn before it gets dark. Tomitaki-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion.
じゃあお二人ともお祭りでま
Now
た会おうね。
then, I'll see you both at the festival. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitaki-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi.
あんな調子で本当に有名になれんのか
The way
ね。
he's going, he probably won't ever get famous.
個展開いたら私の写真
I
展示し
had
て
him
もらう
promise
約
he'd
束に
display
なっ
a
てんだけ
picture
ど
of me if he ever opened up a
当
gallery,
然
but
実現しそうにないかね。
I don't think that'll ever happen.
ミオンは富武さんのことを知
So
って
you
る
know
の？
Tomitaki-san?
うん。知り合いっていうかほら、ここじゃ
Yeah,
よそ
he's
者
an
はすぐ
acquaintance
分
of
かっちゃう
sorts.
からね。
But you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider.
昨日今日会ったばかりという感じじゃ
Sounds
なか
like
っ
you
た
meet with
な
them all the time.
富武さんね。
Tomitaki-san comes around
ひなみ
Hinamizu
沢に来るんだよ
regularly.
年に2、
Maybe
3回くら
2,
いか
3
な。
times a year.
季節の風景や野
He
鳥を
says
撮
he's
影し
taking
てるん
pictures
だ
of
け
the
どさ。
seasonal scenery and wild birds.
大した写真じゃないんだろ
Well,
うけど
those
ね。
photos are really nothing to phone home about.
The image Mion painted of Tomitaki-san was fairly unique. The Tomitaki-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth.
富武さんって本当に野
I
鳥
wonder
撮
if
影
he's
で
really
来て
here
る
to
の
take
かな？
pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me as if to ask, why do you say that?
なんかこう撮影以外の目的で来てるような
It
さ
just seems he's here to take for something other than to take pictures. I think.
そんな気がしないか？
Don't you get that feeling? Like about the incident? The dismemberment?
へえ。やっぱりそう
Oh,
思う
you too.
だとしたらいい感してるよ、
If
ケイ
so,
ち
you
ゃ
got
ん。
good instincts, K-chan.
She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it.
知ってるのかミオン？
You knew about it then, Mion.
もうね。
Of course.
他のみんなはひょっとすると気づい
You
てな
might
い
be
か
able
も
to
しれな
pull
い
up
けど。
one over at everyone else,
こ
but
の
you
お
can't
じさ
fool
んの
this
目は
old
ごま
man.
かせないしね。
Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomitaki-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamizawa was. I thought for a moment I just gasped. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What the fuck does a dusk smell like?
どうしたの、ケイちゃん。
What is it, K-chan?
日暮らしの声ってさ
It's just that
こんなにも気持ちいいものだったんだな
I
って
never thought that cries of the Higurashi could feel this good.
ケイちゃん、何を今
What's
更
gotten into you all of a sudden, K-chan?
We both continued to giggle, not knowing why.
レナは今頃どうしてるかな
I wonder what Reina's doing.
リカちゃんを思う存分
I
に
bet
可
she's
愛が
getting
れ
her
たの
fill
か
of
な
Rika-chan by now.
今頃は夕食を振る舞うから遊びにおいで
She's
って
probably in the
誘
middle
って
of
る真っ
asking
最
out.
中だよ。
I've asked her over so she can treat her to dinner.
うまく持ち帰れるといいな
It'd be great if she's able to take her home.
どうだろうね。
I wonder.
リカちゃんってあれでなかなかうまい
Rika-chan is
から。
pretty good at that stuff.
ああそれは同感
Yeah, I feel the same.
頭を撫でる罰ゲーム
That head patting problem
Rika-chan da
penalty
ne.
was probably from Rika-chan.
私も同感。
I thought so too.
校長先生の頭を撫でられるの。
The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan after all.
Just pointless chit-chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. They aren't that loud, but you never know. I'm just sat waiting for this to all devolve into violence because I'm pretty sure that happens at some point. Oh good, a community notice. Don't fucking do anything stupid over the Watanagashi. I got me another achievement. Fate worse than death. Good. That bodes well. Anyway, you know the deal. This is where the episode ends. When you see this screen, you know I'm done for the night. Thank you all for watching this episode of Higurashi. If you liked the video in any capacity, please feel free to give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on whatever you feel like at this point. And if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, be they of this... Yeah, now that I think about it, it's just this at this point, isn't it? Jesus Christ, I should probably get on that. Yeah, anyways, I was saying, if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post anything, feel free to subscribe to the channel. In theory, YouTube sends you alerts as to when I post videos, but failing that, really all pressing the subscribe button does is you make the subscriber number go up, and I feel good about myself. Yeah, that's pretty much it, now that I think about it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Nix, and I'll see you all in the next one. Laters!